I met a guy last week with a problem.
Oh?
Oh, boy, this guy told me he had an affair with a girl 3 months ago. The guy's going nuts. He didn't know what to do.
Yeah?
He told me what happened was the rabbit didn't die. It just stays in critical condition. You know?
Rodney Dangerfield knew the fastest way to destroy a celebrity's composure was hitting them with relentless jokes so quickly they couldn't recover between laughs.
I mean, when I drink, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
The next day, I usually wake up in some strange place with a kid with an accent playing with my feet.
These are the times celebrities couldn't handle Rodney Dangerfield. Dangerfield has Johnny Carson crying laughing.
Sometimes I even talk to it. And I say, hi, heaviness. And heaviness looks back at me. Today, you're going to get it good, you know. You'll be drinking early today. And I don't want to drink because I'm a bad drinker, I'll tell you that, Johnny. When I drink the next day, I got to do two things. I got to try and locate my car, and I got to bring back the car I took. I mean, I'm a bad drinker. Remember that one? Yeah, sure.
Of course I do.
Of course you do. I know a lot of my bed. I don't know. Bring on the next guy. I don't know what to do.
Rodney doesn't slow down just because he's seated turning the couch into another stage with relentless energy. Dom DeLuise can't handle Rodney?
I had it tough for years, Johnny.
Tough years, huh?
Everybody has it tough, I guess.
I suppose.
Everybody has problems. I met a guy last week with a problem.
Oh?
Oh, boy, this guy told me he had an affair with a girl 3 months ago. The guy's going nuts. He didn't know what to do.
Yeah?
He told me what happened was the rabbit didn't die. It just stays in critical condition. You know? People have problems all over the
Problems
place.
all over.
But I told you before, and I'm going to tell you again, Johnny.
Yeah.
Health, as
Health
you say,
is,
the
as
whole
I
thing
said.
is health. You got to take care
As long
of
as you have your health.
Take care of you. You got to think young, hobbies, interests. You got to think young.
Right.
I try to think young all the time. You know what I mean? Always do that. Can I have a cigarette, too?
Certainly. It's not good for your health, though.
So I got a crazy doctor told me to keep smoking if I want to stop chewing gum. So what do I care?
Dom was already a huge laugher, making Rodney the perfect man to destroy him, with the reaction becoming half the entertainment. Rodney has Dean Martin grinning ear to ear.
A great crowd, you know, great crowd. I think I'll have a little pick-me-up myself, you know. Say, Teddy, let me have a little drink, will you? You know, the usual, the Shirley Temple, extra sugar. Okay? Hey, please, do me a favor. You don't mention driving. This afternoon, my car broke down again. Just had it fixed last week. I'll tell you, Dean, with my car, I got nothing but trouble, nothing. Every Sunday, I take my family out for a push. But one thing, when I look for my car, it's so easy for me to find it. It's always on a lift. I'm always watching it going up and down and up and down. Well, I got the only car that has more miles on it vertically than horizontally.
Dean had one of the smoothest reactions on TV, so a big grin from him means something as Rodney gets it by sounding loose and sharp simultaneously, making Jackie Gleason burst out laughing.
Rodney, tell me, is it the truth? Don't you really get any respect?
Jackie, I don't get no respect at all.
No.
I mean, I remember when I was a kid, we played hide and seek. Well, they wouldn't even look for me. I'll tell you, it's the same thing with my friends, no respect.
No?
Well, my friends tell me when I call them on a phone, I should use a certain signal. Let it ring twice, hang up, and don't call back. I'll tell you though, Jackie, I respect you, you know. You look great. Remember, you look thin.
Well, it's really no problem to look thin.
Really? No problem at all? Well, tell me, how do you look thin?
Just hang around real fat people, that's all.
Dangerfield gets Gleason by staying completely committed to the bit without mugging too much or over-pushing, just hitting his famous joke style. President Reagan laughs relentlessly at Dangerfield.
We'll be drinking early today. And I don't want to drink. I'm a bad drinker. When I drink the next day, I got to do two things. I try and locate my car, and I got to bring back the car I took. I'm a bad drinker. You know the trouble with me? I appeal to everyone who can do me absolutely no good. With me, nothing comes easy. I met the Surgeon General. He offered me a cigarette.
This stands out because the celebrity reaction comes from Ronald Reagan making the whole thing feel unusual right away, as Rodney never changes his style to fit the room. Rodney breaks Johnny Carson again.
Drinking, that's my big problem. Oh, I'm a
still
bad
have a
drinker.
taste,
Oh,
yeah?
yeah, I tell you, the other night in Vegas, I got loaded, Johnny. I shot dice, I lost $1,000.
Oh.
I got even, though. I stole 400 sweet and lows, you know. No, I'm a bad drinker, Johnny. I mean, when I drink, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
The next day, I usually wake up in some strange place with a kid with an accent playing with my feet. What happened to you, too? Huh?
Yeah.
This has that classic Dangerfield rhythm where jokes keep landing before Johnny can recover, making him try to stay upright. Carson can't keep up with nonstop one-liners.
Another one I should have
You got to
tried.
try him out of town, right? You can't bring him in.
Take him on a road to you. Take him on a road. You got to break him in. So you ever get the feeling you wasted your whole life?
Huh?
I don't know. It's not easy. I got no respect the day I was born.
Really?
No respect. The doctor picked me up and smacked me. I found out the nurse, she got a few in too, you know.
Rodney doesn't give Johnny much room to breathe because every line leads right into the next one, making the segment feel almost like a sprint. Rodney has Dean Martin rolling on the floor.
Yeah, I heard that Johnny Carson was in the other night.
You heard about that? Yeah, he was. That guy's terrific, isn't he? Oh, gee, he's terrific. He's great. He's fast. Yeah, I was talking to him, you know. He told me all about Nebraska. That's where he comes from, Nebraska, you know. And I tell you, I think a little Nebraska is still in him. Because the night Johnny Carson was here, that was the first night the doorman ever parked the tractor. Now, I tell you, Dean, this place even all kinds of people. The other night at the bar, I heard two guys talking, you know. I heard one guy say, "What do you think of Cambodia?" The other guy said, "If he's Italian, he's all right," you know.
This is another strong Dean Martin clip because Dangerfield clearly knows how to play to Dean's laid-back energy while keeping jokes coming without looking rushed, creating that perfect balance between speed and breathing room. Dangerfield makes Conan O'Brien lose it.
My pleasure, man. I always watch the show. I think you're dynamite. You two belong together, really. You're a great team. And Max, you're dynamite.
That's very nice of you to say.
That's
you know,
all right.
it's great to me. It's amazing. You're 75 years old. You're still going strong. That's an incredible thing.
Well, not that strong, but I'm going. Yeah, you get 75, it's not a kid anymore, I guess, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I got no sex life, I just told you. I'm at the age now, if I squeeze into a parking place, I'm sexually satisfied. You know? Yeah.
Dangerfield on Conan works beautifully because it drops an old-school comic into a younger late-night style. Yet instead of feeling out of place.
I got married again recently, too. You know?
I heard this. You got married.
I got married 3 years ago. I married a lovely girl. Her name is Joan. She's from Utah, and she's a Mormon. That's right, a Mormon.
You really married a Mormon?
That's right. I'm very happy, very happy. In fact, next week I'm marrying her sister. I got my eye on her brother, too.
I don't want to hear about that.
I found a good woman, I'll tell you that. I got a woman who loves me for my money and my fame and not for what I am.
Rodney takes over almost immediately, demonstrating how truly timeless great comedy remains. Dangerfield's top 10 list destroys David Letterman.
Do I have anything else for you?
You bring a little something along here?
I love the top 10 list.
You have your own top 10
I have
list?
my own top 10 list.
All right.
Okay, I do a top 10 list.
Rodney has a top 10 list here.
Gotta watch myself. Well, top 10 list. Oh, you ready for
Here we
this?
go.
All right.
Give him the category. Give him the category.
Category. Things, things I like to do.
Things he likes to do.
Things I like to do, okay? Number 10, walk into ladies' rooms by mistake. Number 9, sell anything to a gypsy. Number 8, mate my female dog for money. Number 7, play musical chairs at old age homes. Number 6, have sex and leave immediately. Oh, yeah, it's all right.
The top 10 format provides Rodney with tight structure, which paradoxically helps him as he takes something already built around maximum brevity.
Yes, sirree.
That's I gotta tell you, I keep busy. You know, I keep busy doing these things. You gotta
we appreciate
the
it.
answer to life is you got to keep busy.
You have to keep busy.
That's right.
Yeah.
In fact, right now I'm looking forward to a very exciting new venture. It's not definite. She just moved to my building, you know.
Which?
It's all right. It's all right. Now, but this girl's a wild girl, I'll tell you that. You kidding? I took her to a bar to have a few drinks. She gave the mechanical bull her phone number. Really, a wild girl. This is on all the way, isn't it?
It's
on all the way.
No, we checked it right after the opening. It's
Good.
all working.
And completely bends it to his distinctive rambling style. Letterman clearly recognizes the format is in supremely capable hands, as Rodney sounds perfectly suited for list comedy, despite his act always feeling more personally confessional than gimmicky or format-driven. Rodney destroys the red Fox Show in 1977.
This is one place they treat you right, you know? Although before the show, one guy gave me a hard time. He kept looking at me and looking at me. He said, "Where'd I know you from, you know?" I said, "You ever watch The Tonight Show, Johnny Carson?" He said, "Yeah, you too?"
This earlier Red Fox appearance carries a slightly rougher, unpolished edge, which suits Rodney perfectly as he sounds hungry and intensely locked in with every single joke delivered.
I'll tell you my trouble. I got the wrong doctor. You know my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombots. That's my doctor. I saw him last week. I told him I got a ringing in my ears. He said, "Don't answer it."
The material arrives in clean, concentrated bursts with virtually zero wasted space, making the room reaction feel immediate and visceral rather than delayed. Red's stage environment fits Dangerfield better than polished network interview settings, creating an atmosphere where two comics speak identical, hard-earned language.
In my family, there's always something. My uncle just died, too, went to the funeral. My uncle, he was an atheist. Oh, it's pitiful he was lying there, all dressed up, no place to go.
The grainier 1970s production quality adds welcomed grittiness to the raw, unfiltered comedy unfolding. Rodney's energy feels noticeably younger and more aggressively hungry than his later comfortable established superstar appearances would become. Red's enthusiastic, detailed introduction builds genuine anticipation before Dangerfield even walks confidently on stage. The knowing, savvy audience clearly senses they're witnessing legitimate comedy history unfolding in real time. The material feels edgier in this less network-censored setting, allowing Rodney significantly greater creative freedom.
And he was a lazy guy, my uncle. Who was he lazy? He was so lazy he married a girl who was pregnant.
Red watches attentively from the wings, laughing at jokes he's likely heard in tough comedy clubs before. The intimate stage lighting creates an atmosphere more resembling a gritty nightclub than a sterile television studio. Dangerfield's perspiration becomes increasingly visible under the intense, unforgiving hot lights. His relentless machine gun delivery leaves absolutely no dead air or awkward, uncomfortable pauses anywhere. Red nods appreciatively at particularly well-constructed jokes, clearly recognizing the superior craftsmanship involved. The applause breaks between jokes feel authentically earned rather than prompted by stage managers. Rodney's tie gets progressively looser and more disheveled as the intense performance continues. The segment captures him before ubiquitous superstardom made him a recognizable household name. Red's profound respect shows clearly in the generous, uninterrupted stage time he willingly provides. Rodney finally gets some respect from Red Fox.
When I was a kid, my house was always crowded, always people around. You know, I come from a big old-fashioned, hard-working, stupid family. That's what I come from. Not a dumb family I got, you know. Last week I looked up my family tree. 2 dogs were using it.
Rodney and Red Fox together created a powerful, compelling combination because both possessed completely different but equally devastatingly effective comedy energies that complemented each other. Red projects relaxed, supremely confident host presence, while Rodney arrives throwing rapid-fire punches, immediately establishing contrasting but complementary dynamics.
Well, the other night I felt like having a few drinks in a place. I said to the bartender, "Surprise me." He showed me a naked picture of my wife.
The room atmosphere suggests they respect Rodney profoundly before he even reaches his inevitable comedic peak. Once he achieves unstoppable momentum, the laughs begin stacking up relentlessly with his characteristic rhythm.
I'm having a good mood tonight, though, I'll tell you that. I just signed a big contract with General Motors for 2 years. I bought a new car.
Dangerfield sounds especially comfortable performing before another genuinely great, accomplished stand-up comic who understands the craft. That mutual professional respect among comedy peers gives the legendary moment additional resonance and emotional depth. Red's introduction explicitly acknowledges Rodney's long, difficult struggle for legitimate industry recognition and respect. The segment title plays beautifully and ironically on Rodney's signature no respect persona. Red provides extended, uninterrupted time knowing Rodney will absolutely deliver the comedic goods. The audience composition feels noticeably more racially diverse than typical Carson Show demographics suggested. Rodney's material directly addresses his career struggles and frustrations with refreshing, brutal honesty. Red laughs knowingly at inside references only fellow working comedians would fully appreciate and understand from experience. The stage setup feels deliberately less formal than sterile corporate network television environments typically demanded. Dangerfield's confident, relaxed posture demonstrates his profound comfort among genuine peers, rather than mere audiences. Red interjects occasional supportive, validating comments, strengthening his observations. The performance transcends mere entertainment, becoming genuine celebration among hard-earned equals. Their shared brutal experience in unforgiving, demanding comedy clubs creates a powerful, unspoken bond. Rodney references specific notoriously tough venues and devastating failures Red intimately understands from personal experience. The laughter carries knowing quality from people who genuinely get the painful references. Red's authentic, visible affection for Dangerfield radiates throughout the entire emotional segment. The moment becomes a celebration of comedy craftsmanship and mutual improbable survival. Dangerfield's palpable gratitude for Red's generous platform shines through every carefully crafted joke. The respect flows bidirectionally, creating beautiful symmetrical moments of mutual recognition. The jokes land with different, deeper resonance in this uniquely supportive environment. The performance proves conclusively that even the self-proclaimed no-respect guy gets profound respect from those who truly matter most. Rodney Dangerfield created a comedy legacy where the biggest stars in entertainment, from smooth Dean Martin to presidential Ronald Reagan, all became powerless against a sweating, anxious-looking guy in a loosened tie who made self-destruction look like an art form. His secret weapon wasn't clever wordplay or elaborate stories, but rather turning every personal failure into a 2-second punchline delivered so fast that by the time you finished laughing at one disaster, he'd already hit you with 3 more, proving that vulnerability delivered at breakneck speed is absolutely unstoppable. Which funny celebrity reaction to Rodney Dangerfield do you think was the funniest? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more iconic comedy moments.